Hello again. This is a message about this beautiful card here. Ears wide open. Wired? It looks like they're wired. Ears wide open. It's card number 33 of the Oracle of the Seven Energies. And I'll read that to you. Deep listening is a gift we give to others. Understanding someone else's needs, showing focused attention, tuning into another and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. The world is constantly speaking to us and offering clues about what is really going on beneath the surface of things. We all have the capacity to hear beyond the noise that reaches our ears. The challenge is when we feel misunderstood and unheard. When we feel insignificant, it's easy to over-explain ourselves in an attempt to get acknowledged. Now is the time to let all that go. Oh, goody. Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking of what you're going to say next, and doing all the other things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we are in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention to only some of what is being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including that which is not being said. Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and minds to understand more than what is conveyed through words alone. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues we miss when we are not 100% present. Purposeful open listening is an act of true respect and intimacy. When you are in this space of receptivity, letting go of the need to be heard or to be right, you become expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Right now, keep your ears wide open and you will find more than you were searching for. Nice one. So, it's just I read that before, but obviously when I looked at the cards, I used to have a white-haired fox terrier as well. So the way this came about was obviously based on this. So why do you need to listen? Why is it all about the ears? And well, as humans, our major sense is sight, vision, using our eyes. So I'm guessing somebody's going to try and trick you. And then this card came out. Someone is going to try and do a visual trick on you. You know, I'm going to have to go with a negative, valid group on that, I'm afraid. So someone's going to try and, BS baffles brains. Someone's going to try and pull a fast one visually. So it's not what you see, it's more about what you hear or what you feel. And basically, this is the questions column, this was the answers column, and this is what's it all about? Okay. So not everything is it seems, unfortunately. And then that came out, and that's why we got the third column, because I didn't quite get enough in the second column. So this now looks like it's about a forward movement. So not everything, and this was the past, really. So why, it could still go on. There's obviously likely to be more of it, but there's something about your forward movement has been blocked. Like, we're reading across and he's going that way at a fair lick, he's cantering there. That's the Knight of Wound. But it's the card, if you're going to look at this negatively, which we have to do, there's been negative interference on your forward movement. On your forward movement, it's a little bit of tricksiness and a little bit of heavy-handedness. So let's take this idea of the forward movement going forwards. So what do you think? Well, why not just walk away from it? Well, maybe it's been impossible because just constant barrage of interruptions and extra considerations will keep anybody busy. Just a personal example, I've had to involve authorities almost twice a week, and then you've got to follow up on it, then they've got to turn up, and you get absolutely swamped in police reference numbers, and why? Because other people won't do their job. So yeah, you try and make a difference, but then it becomes a part-time job, and you get a little bit miffed off about it, don't you? But there you go. Do you see what I mean? And then it can start affecting other things. So this is really the choice about, let's say the 9 and the 10 of cups are on the other side of the wall of the 8. Do you think, well, this is like swimming through sludge. Do I really want to do this? So you take your power back in the red there, and you do a pivot. My name is go put them off. Funnily enough, the lighthouse is just, have I told you? This card keeps coming out. Ever since I moved down to Tierra del Fuego, this card's come out quite a lot. But then what's lovely here is you've got the red cloak of the power of the magician, and a lot of red going on here. So I'm thinking this is more about the current situation. That, whatever, this is like sort of a release of, you will have learnt from the 1 to the 8 of the cups, but this is heavy emotional investment in something, but nobody would forgive you for zipping up your boots, then whatever you want to do afterwards. But you do have everything you need to do it, and to find some justice if the situation warrants it. Well, if this has been some organised chaos to sort of blow you off course, I mean, it's coming that way and that way, isn't it? So it looks like you've been surrounded, messed about from all angles. And you might not have known what to do. Let's look at here. You might not have known what to do. You still might not know everything to do. But take great comfort in knowing that the sun is here to, figuratively speaking, the sun will burn off the eye mask and these sort of ropes that are holding you back there. I better just play modesty blaze. Let's cover her with a cross. Who's he? Well, you don't wear clothes when you're washing, do you? At least I haven't got any heating. So this is about, let's take these two. This is about getting past your triggers. You've got an 8 and an 8. All you numberologists out there. But it's about allowing that sun, lovely sunshine, and these new naturalists. Focus, concentrate. Now, what's interesting about this is that it's something that I used to remember about this card, but then I didn't have this deck for a long time. What I love about it is that it's almost like, it's got that in the background. So it's almost, this is about building strength and stability, but this is like, it feels like you're being chopped off from strength and stability. And you don't know how to get back to it. But if you've got interference on this kind of a scale, yeah. So where do you find the way to turn around? And this is almost like a card for PTSD as well, isn't it? If you've got that much organised interference. Well, let's take these two cards together. It's a card about faith and about following your own path. Just having the faith to do it. You forget all this nonsense here. all the shiny suits and the fast cars, if you see what I mean. Oh, look, there you go. Because you will actually find more abundance by being true to yourself, letting the light in. And this is much more about you than other people, or what people are trying to present to you or force on you or what have you. Here we go. Yep. Somebody might have been stealing £1 million legacies or something. Who knows? But if you've had this, theft in your, I mean, funny I was talking about that. If you've had theft in your home and you haven't been able to do anything about it because nobody took you seriously, because perhaps you were labelled as having a mental health problem when you don't, and then you get all the interference, then you get all the fake promises. I mean, it's a cold, shivering little puddle there, isn't it? And you think, okay, here I am on my own, by myself, with nobody else. What do I do? Of course you shut down. Of course you do, until you think it's safe. Think I can, if you can't see it, think, well, I can feel the sun on me. I think it's time to do it now because I can feel that it's warm enough, because there have been that many false starts. You can look at the bottom there. There you go. Lovely. So to replace that kind of feeling, leading to that, with that. Hooray for the Empress. Let's have 2 more cards. And that's the journey, isn't it? To come back up round here. You do need to separate yourself from liars, cheats, thieves. Of course you do. Whether they're family or not. Yeah. Oh, Leo. Hello, Leo. How are you? Yeah, the strength to keep going, because that's one up from the 5 of Pentacles. Let's put it that way. I do prefer it that way. It's to get up from the 5 of Pentacles and keep going, and to form new friendships, much healthier friendships, having walked away from this kind of nonsense. Oh, lovely. Of course it is. Well, you'll find much better friends based on honesty, truth, clarity. Look at this, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Just by following your own path and letting the sun in after you've walked away from this kind of nonsense. What have we got here? Yeah. New friends, new projects, and pastures new even. There you go. Let it all in. Anyway, take good care. It's a lovely new year already, and no one's ruined it yet. All the best. Take good care. And I just want to say thank you to subscribers and to supporters of my special flavour of craziness. And especially the new subscribers. Thanks for coming along. It's nice to see more and more people turn up for the weird show. Anyway, I don't mind. It's just the way I do it. And thanks for the comment saying that it's a bit of fun sometimes. I can't do the sort of serious thing all the time. It's got to have an element of fun to it. And I know it attracts criticism. Oh, look, mental health problems. No, just letting off a bit of steam and having a bit of fun. And actually, if people knew about tarot and the way you can spin things out, it does actually all make sense, because when I go a bit off piste, you can see why I've gone off piste after so anyone who criticises is just showing their ignorance, I think. There you go. Doesn't affect me. Water off a duck's back. Anyway, take good care, lots of love, and thank you for your company. Bye bye.